This is exactly right.
Capture your favorite summer feeling with Pandora Jewelry.
Discover a collection inspired by the sunshine, freedom, and moments that make the season unforgettable.
From sun-kissed metals to personalized pieces ready to be engraved with your summer mantra.
Each design moves with you from beach days to golden nights and every memory in between.
Shop Pandora Jewelry's new summer collection in-store or online at pandora.net and let your summer unfold. Goodbye.
Summer is for adventures, road trips, and adding a whole lot of miles to your car.
That's why it's worth stopping at Valvoline Instant Oil Change first.
Their trained techs help you get road trip ready with an oil change and an 18-point maintenance check included with every oil change, checking your tire pressure, wipers, lights, and more.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change techs complete over 270 hours of training, so your car's in capable hands.
Best part? You can stay in your car and you're in and out in about 15 minutes.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Change wisely.
Goodbye.
The Hulu original series Furious is coming to Hulu and Hulu on Disney Plus on July 27th.
Starring Emmy Rossum as Alice Black, Furious follows a rookie FBI agent on the hunt for Catherine, played by Lola Pettigrew, a mysterious and calculating female serial killer.
While Alice upholds justice, Catherine kills for it, terrorizing the rich and powerful men of New York in her pursuit of vengeance.
With secrets that change everything, Alice discovers there's a thin line between hunter and prey.
Watch the Hulu original series Furious on July 27th.
Streaming on Hulu and Hulu on Disney Plus for bundle subscribers. Terms apply.
Goodbye. Hello.
And welcome
To My Favorite Murder.
the Minisode.
We read you your stuff back. That's Karen Kilgariff.
That's Georgia Hardstark. We're your hosts and the hired readers for this production.
They hired us to read to you.
We audition and we beat out all the other girls.
Yeah. We got a call back. We got
a call back. Then we had a network test. Oof, intense.
Can you believe it?
It's hard. My mouth went totally dry. Yeah. My tongue stuck to the roof of my mouth.
So nervous.
Still, we got it. Still, we rise.
Even at your worst, you got it.
You got it.
You got it. What?
Should we drop the concept that only we know right now, which is that we're about to come out with t-shirts that say "This is terrible, keep going"?
Yeah.
Because I'm so excited about those shirts.
They're so good. Don't tell them what it's like. Don't tell them what it looks like.
It's just, you're going to like it.
Yeah.
And also how timely.
Yeah.
I'm not a big merch plugger, but I'm excited about this shirt.
I am too. That's an upcoming surprise for all you Minisode listeners.
Some call it an Easter egg.
Us admitting that we were cast for this podcast is an Easter egg, even though it's not true at all.
It's not true. We call it a lying behind the scenes, where it's us fibbing, which is what we like to do. But also it takes you back behind the scenes a little bit of what real life is like. And you should be like,
are they lying or are they not lying? I feel like
also behind the scenes. You see where we decide what reality is. Anyway, here's your first email.
And we just started lying.
Are you ready for this one? I think I'm going to read you the title.
Okay.
Because it's simply John Dillinger Saved My Grandma.
Beautiful.
Oh, hi there. Not too long back. Well before the pandemic, so it feels like more like years ago. My incredible grandma Elma, and then in parentheses, jackpot grandma name, right?
Dude.
Was the oldest of 6 on a remote farm not too far from Hicksville, Ohio. One day in 1933, a nice-looking car pulls down the long dirt road leading to the house. My great-grandpa is already outside doing farmer stuff, so he approaches the car as 4 very well-dressed men step out. The main guy introduced himself as John and politely asked my great-grandpa if they could pay him to fill up their car with gas. Apparently, this kind of thing wasn't too uncommon, since this was around the time that gas-powered tractors and farm equipment had become normal, so almost all farms would retain their own large supply of gas. The men stood to the side as my great-grandpa agreed and began filling up the tank. As he was filling the car, he glanced into the back seat and saw 4 submachine guns.
What? So, can you imagine a submachine gun back then?
In 1933.
You've never seen anything like that.
It would look like a laser from Star Trek.
Totally.
Horrifying. Just an old farmer. You know he was wearing overalls.
Oh my God.
Okay. 4 submachine guns propped in the back seat. The man he was filling up the car for was none other than John Dillinger.
I guessed it.
Yeah, you knew right from the title.
Right from
looking up the timeline and location of John Dillinger's whereabouts. This was most likely one of their first stops right after Dillinger's first escape from jail in Lima, less than an hour and a half away. My great-grandpa, is it Lima or Lima? I wonder. My great-grandpa stayed calm and continued to be polite and unassuming to the men as they did the same. When he was all finished, John walked over to my grandpa, thanked him, and handed him a $50 bill and simply left. My great-grandpa or any of the family had never seen a bill that large. This was in the middle of the Great Depression, and times were getting tougher and tougher to feed a family of 6 and keep the farm maintained enough so that they could keep it. My great-grandpa knew if he called the police, the only proof he'd have of this event was the single $50 bill, which is about $770 in today's money.
Holy shit.
Yeah, hi. And they would have had to take it as evidence. So he made the call to keep quiet and use the money towards saving the family and the farm. Because of this, my grandma had far more opportunities to go to bed with a full stomach at night. My grandma Elma passed away 2 years ago. I lived 12 hours away from her, so when we heard she was in bad health, we planned a trip as fast as we could see her. We let her know when we'd be in town, and were able to make it in time to have a great visit with her as if nothing was wrong. She passed away 2 days later, and I truly believe that she held out until she was able to see us one last time. Thank you, girls, for all of your fun energy. Stay sexy and tip your farmers well, Audrey.
Aw, Elma.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Shout out to Elma. Wow.
Shout out.
Yeah. This one just starts, hello, MFM BFFs. That's clever. It was September of 1994, and I had just started my senior year at high school in an acquaintance of mine, Dominic, who was a junior, got pulled out of class the morning of September 22nd to be given the news that his mother, Mary, had been found dead near their home. Dominic and his mother lived alone together, his father being estranged. Apparently, Mary had been found on a forested path that connected 2 cul-de-sacs in an upper-class neighborhood. She had been stabbed multiple times. Another also interesting connection to the story, my 3rd grade teacher and longtime family friend was the one who found her.
Oh, no.
So small town. This was devastating and scary news to Dominic and our school. During that time, a sleepy, safe town with little crime that I remember as a teen. A few days went on and Mary's funeral ensued, which I attended with some friends. Dominic was there receiving condolences from family and friends. I gave Dominic a hug and apologized for the loss of his mom. All caps, but then.
Yes.
There's always a but then.
You're just waiting for that but then.
On October 5th, 1994, Dominic was arrested for Mary's murder. The real story is that Dominic planned to murder his mother the night of September 21st and suggested they go for a walk that evening. He concealed a large butcher knife with him and stabbed his mother 29 times.
Oh, no.
Even after she was dead. He then drove out to the country and disposed of the weapon. He placed his bloody clothes in his backpack and took them to school the next day to throw away in the dumpster. A search warrant of the home revealed Mary's blood throughout the house and on Dominic's shoes, which were soaking in bleach. So he was arrested and logged in a juvenile detention facility. Here's the kicker, though. Since he killed his mother before Measure 11, he was not tried as an adult. He was sent to McLaurin School for Boys, where he was released in 1999 at the age of 21. In fact, he doesn't even have to report to a parole officer or get mental health treatment. He can get a concealed weapons permit and can answer that he has never been convicted of a crime on job applications.
Why?
Because he was a juvenile.
Oh, okay.
He has since changed his name, and I think he's been arrested for fraud in the last few years or something like that. He never said why he did it, although he did admit to causing Mary's death. I did find him on Facebook if you're interested, and then gave us a link to his Facebook.
Good God. Stay away. What are you doing?
Don't do that. And I took all there were last names in this and I took them out. Stay sexy and don't hug a mother murderer. P.S. Tonight I finished HBO's I'll Be Gone in the Dark and I've been crying for hours. So good, so dark, so sad. And yes, Georgia, I agree that Karen looks great in purple. Oh. Love you both so much, Robin. Yeah,
oh, Robin. Robin tried to even that out at the end with a nice compliment, but that was a horrible story. It was horrible.
But it is so crazy that you can just get out and like live your normal life, which is what makes sense. Like that's what the point of juvenile arrests are for.
You would hope though, that that level of overkill would be treated differently than the other kids that are in juvie for stealing cars and, you know, or doing drugs or something like that. Because
premeditated murder. I think maybe that's what Micro 11 is. I didn't look it up, but premeditated murder is
I mean,
crazy.
But what do we know?
Right.
Here, we'll take a nice left turn into a lighthearted area. The time my mom almost accidentally killed my dad. Hey, MFM fam. Last Sunday, I was playing cards with my parents and my newlywed husband, and my mom said that she had a story for me. So my dad wears a CPAP machine at night, and there's a filter system for it where you put distilled water. And my dad ran out of water, so he asked to borrow some from the gallon my mom was used for ironing.
Oh, no.
Wow.
Because he didn't want to go downstairs and get
no, we'd have to leave the house. So she had her own distilled water stash for special ironing.
Got it.
He didn't want to have to go down to, the CVS.
Okay.
So from the gallon my mom used for ironing until he could go out and get his own. So the first few nights he started sneezing and coughing really badly, but only at night. My parents couldn't figure out what was going on with him, worried it might be COVID related. The next time my dad went to fill his water in his CPAP machine, he noticed the water looked weird, like milky and not clear. He took a closer look at the gallon. It was the bleach water that he had mixed for cleaning. My mom had accidentally given him a gallon of bleach water mixture instead of her distilled water. Luckily, my dad caught it and cleaned it out, and he thinks he didn't use any. We really gave my mom a hard time since she's always watching shows like Snapped and Cold Case Files. We joked that this was her clever way to poison him to death. All is well. My dad is alive and is not quote unquote sick anymore. We told him to be extra nice to my mom just in case. Thank you for bringing humor and joy in these tough times we're in. My fucking hooray is that COVID-19 did not stop me from getting married. We had a very small, beautiful outdoor ceremony, and I got to marry the love of my life. That's lovely. Stay sexy and label your bleach water correctly, Molly.
I wonder if that would have killed him. If he had
absolutely would have. Right? Just inhaling bleach night after night. Yeah. You wouldn't be able to do that for that long. Dr. Renos, let us know, how long can you inhale?
Are you daring me? Because I have a CPAP machine and I could totally do it.
Okay, tell us what it's like.
Okay,
and what your dreams are like.
Wow. Okay. This podcast is brought to you by Squarespace.
Every successful small business starts with someone saying, I wonder if people would actually buy this.
Squarespace gives you everything you need to find out.
From consultations to events and experiences, you can showcase your skills with a customizable website designed to attract clients and grow your business.
With Squarespace's collection of cutting-edge design tools, anyone can build a beautiful, professional online presence that perfectly fits their brand or business.
Get paid on time with professional invoices and online payments. Plus, streamline your workflow with built-in appointment scheduling and email marketing tools.
Head to squarespace.com/murder for a free trial.
And when you're ready to launch, use offer code MURDER to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain.
Goodbye.
You know your favorite summer clothes by what actually makes it into your suitcase.
Find the outfits you'll wear all season long at Quince.
Quince's 100% European linen pants, dresses, and tops are the pieces you'll reach for all summer long. They're lightweight, effortless to style, and they start at just $32.
Their denim is soft and comfortable, and their organic cotton sweaters are perfect for layering when evenings get cold.
Quince's beautiful 14-karat gold jewelry adds a subtle finishing touch.
So I just went to Italy, and you bet I brought my 100% European linen scoop neck midi dress along with me in the color of floral waterfall, and I wore that thing all over Italy. It was like the perfect day to night. It just looked so pretty, and I felt like I looked sophisticated while still being comfortable.
Make your summer wardrobe feel easier.
Head to quince.com/MFM for free shipping and 365-day returns.
Go to QUINCE.com/MFM for free shipping and 365-day returns.
Quince.com/MFM.
Goodbye.
Every piece of furniture you own has a story.
Sometimes it's an heirloom, and sometimes it came with the house because it was too heavy to move.
If you're ready to start a new chapter with your home decor, there's Article.
Article makes it effortless to create a stylish, long-lasting home at an unbeatable price.
They take great care in curating their collection, focusing on pieces that stand the test of time.
We've talked about Article for a long time. There are pieces in that catalog that are so affordable that are room changers. And if you go through there and there's like a little something you don't even realize you need it until you see how they have stuff set up or what style combinations that they're doing, where they do the boho chic. There's mid-century. It's a little bit modern. It's something new. Like, there's so many choices in there, and it's not going to break the bank.
As someone who's interested in tons of different styles and time periods, Article covers them all in one place. I love that.
I know I've mentioned already how much I love my entryway table, but I swear to God, because the path that it's on, I pass it 4 times a day, and I love it more every time.
Article is offering our listeners $50 off your first purchase of $100 or more.
To claim, visit article.com/murder, and the discount will be automatically applied at checkout.
That's article.com/murder for $50 off your first purchase of $100 or more.
Goodbye.
This one just called a hometown story and starts. Well, my murder story is not from my hometown. It does involve my family member, my great-great-grandmother. Her name was Selma, and she was murdered in Brooklyn, New York in July 1927.
Wow.
Selma had owned a boarding house on Prospect Place that she lived in with her family. When she and her family moved out, she entrusted the boarding house to her friend, Sarah, 76-year-old. Oh, and I looked it up. So this sounded so far-fetched to me that I looked it up, and it's all fucking true. So I looked it up. This woman was 76 years old, Sarah Brownwell. So she entrusted the boarding house to her friend, Sarah. A handyman was hired to work in the boarding house, Ludwig Halvorsen Lee. He was a Norwegian immigrant who received free room and board at the boarding house in exchange for keeping up with the maintenance for no salary. One day, a neighbor noticed something strange. Water was leaking from the cellar of the boarding house and flooding her yard. Come to think of it, she had also heard some strange noises from that same cellar the night before. When she knocked on the boarding house door to talk to Sarah, the owner, she was greeted by Ludwig. He explained that Sarah was, quote, out of town, and he would take care of the leak in the cellar. Several days passed, and the water problem was not fixed. The neighbor called my great-great-grandmother Selma, since she was the former owner, and explained the issue. The neighbor watched as my great-great-grandmother entered the boarding house and never came out. Soon, mysterious packages started appearing around Brooklyn, at Prospect Park, a train station, a church, etc. Each unfortunate person who opened these sacks was greeted by a different severed body part.
What?
I fucking swear I looked it up. It's all true. Even the crazy name of the dude. While the police noticed that some body parts were missing from the collection, they could tell that it was the body parts of 2 different women. As they started to put 2 and 2 together, the disappearances of Sarah and Selma, the water problem in the cellar, the packages of body parts, they realized they needed to investigate the boarding house. Mm-hmm. As the police entered the cellar, they were greeted instantly with the smell of death. They found the remaining body parts of Selma and Sarah stuffed in the cellar pipes, causing the water leak. They also discovered several bottles of lye that had been emptied over the body parts in order to dissolve them faster. The receipt for the bottles was found, and when police checked with the store clerk, he recalled Ludwig buying the bottles. The police eventually found my great-great-grandmother's ring in a box in Ludwig's room. My great-great-grandfather had the unfortunate job of identifying the remains of his wife. The story came together at the trial. Ludwig had wanted to return to Norway, but had no money since he worked at the boarding house for free. He knew that rent day was coming up, and he accosted Sarah. He killed her with an axe in order to procure the money. When my great-great-grandmother Selma came to investigate the water leak, she either happened upon Ludwig chopping up Sarah's body or the already chopped up body of Sarah. She ended up becoming an unintended victim to Ludwig's axe. Ooh. The defense tried to cross-examine my great-grandfather, Selma's son, and accused him of murdering the lady since he still lived at the boarding house. However, my great-grandfather denied this, and the evidence against Ludwig was strong. Ludwig was charged with the murder and died by the electric chair in 1928. And then there's no signature. That's it. Oh. There's no opening and there's no signature. Someone's just like,
so
hey,
there
I have
you go.
The craziest hometown, essentially. That's it. Goodbye.
They pieced out of the end of that letter. Wow.
Can you imagine, like, in your family lineage that happening?
It's so horrible. Also, do I get this right? That somebody watched their great-great-grandmother walk into that boarding house and she just never returned?
Yeah.
So I think the next piece of information I would want to hear in that story is how quickly did that witness go to the cops?
I don't think they must not have been like, they must just have seen them go in and went about their business, you know?
They were like, oh, she's taking care of it.
Yeah.
There's nothing to check back in with in any way.
I'm not going to knock on that door. Guess Sarah just went home.
No thanks for any kind of results on what happened there with the flood. The flood in my neighborhood.
No further questions. I'm out.
All good. Actually, let's talk about something else right now. Have you been watching the new season? The 1933 version
of the Great Depression. Have you watched the new season?
Oh my God, it's so depressing. Okay, you ready for this?
Yeah.
My finals?
Yeah.
Hello, all. I'm finally doing it. After years of listening to other people's stories, I'm finally sharing my own.
Do it.
I really put a lot of drama into that. My grandparents, Helena, who went by Tootie, and Dwayne, who went by Dick.
What? Amazing. This is why we ask you to always give your fucking grandparents' names.
Please.
Legendary.
Dick and Tootie. Did anyone's grandparents use their real names? They were married for 60 plus years, had 5 kids and a slew of grandkids. They were everything grandparents should be, sweet, loving, and cute as buttons. They were always together. My grandma never got a driver's license, so always together. And my grandpa loved to do puzzles in his retirement. Big puzzles. I'm talking 1,000+ pieces.
Holy shit.
He'd work on them for days on end with no help from grandma until it was time for the very last piece. He always gave her the last piece of every puzzle so she could finish it because, well, he adored her.
Oh my God.
Yeah, let's just take a quick break.
Oh, for crying times.
This is how love is supposed to work.
I love you,
2020.
Vince, I love you so much. You know what I did last night? Speaking of relationships and trying to make them last 60 years, I was changing my pillowcase. And so I got another one for him and then just threw it on his pillow for him to do later. And then I was like, you know what? If this were Vince, he would put the pillowcase on my pillow for me. So maybe take that extra fucking step and put the pillowcase on Vince's pillow instead of just tossing it on his fucking side of the bed.
Hell yeah.
So
there you go.
I did it.
There it is. Feels good, right?
It did feel good
to do it.
It did.
It was your idea and you did it.
And of course I told him so I could get credit for it.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Go ahead.
I love it. No, that's great.
That's so sweet.
Yeah. Let's do some readjusted goals. How about not just finding someone that texts you back? How about someone that gives you the last piece of their puzzle that they worked on?
Or puts your pillowcase on for you.
Or
like Georgia does.
Or more so, puts your pillowcase on. Okay, cut to my grandpa passed away, leaving my grandma and all of us devastated. This person had been her true partner in every sense for practically her entire life. Grandma gave away all the puzzles grandpa had in the house as she didn't like doing them. And then one day, months after grandpa's passing, my grandma was at her dresser, looked down, and saw one puzzle piece. She swore every puzzle in the house had been given away, and the room had been cleaned and vacuumed many times during the passing months, but there it was. She knew it was my grandpa reminding her of how much he loved her.
Oh!
Uh-huh. Yeah. In the years since, grandma actually had this occur one more time. So when she passed away and we were burying her ashes under a tree next to my grandpa, the 2 puzzle pieces went in with her and she was back with the missing piece to her puzzle. Thanks so much for taking the time to read my story. As many have said before, thank you for bringing true crime obsession, anxiety disorders, and self-acceptance to your millions of faithful listeners. A special shout out to Karen for sharing British, Nordic, Canadian crime procedural suggestions. Seriously, I barely watch anything made in this country anymore. Stay sexy and find a cute way to haunt your loved ones when you go. Dara. That was gorgeous.
How am I supposed to follow that one? That was gorgeous.
I guess all I have to say is in your face with someone else's puzzle story.
This is a competition after all. Oh, we didn't. This is a true crime comedy competition show.
Comedy competition show. It's a lot like America's Got Talent.
Mm-hmm. But without the talent.
No talent. Not a lot of America represented in the way that I think they would like to be.
That was beautiful.
That was lovely. Yay. Tootie and Dick forever.
Tootie and Dick.
Tootie and Dick. Let's go over to Tootie and Dick's for drinks before we go over to the 4th of July parade.
Let's have cocktails at Tootie and Dick's before the cinema.
Tootie and Dick are making popcorn, and then we're going to go over to the...
I can hide candy in my purse, in my enormous grandma purse. I'll hide candy for the movie.
Go tell Dick to get grandma's purse.
Okay. Oh, that was beautiful. Okay.
Precious.
This isn't as beautiful, but I really like it. I'm not going to read you the title. Hello, good friends of the podcast. A few years ago, my wife and I bought our very first home in Los Angeles. The house is old, originally built in the 1920s as a hunting cabin, which is crazy that fucking Los Angeles was that rural that hunting
so
cabin,
awesome,
with several renovations and additions in its near 100-year history. Fucking awesome. Out of curiosity, because the house was so old and because we needed to do some renovations ourselves, we searched for old building and renovation permits on the LAD Department of Building and Safety website. We discovered that in the 1930s, a woman named Winifred, and then it says great name, Winifred, filed several building permits for the property, including one for a, quote, new private goat house. We both thought, what an independent lady to own a home and maybe a goat farm too in the 1930s. She must have been really cool and ahead of her time. Oh, how wrong we were. Fast forward to a few weeks ago, we were FaceTiming with a friend who works for the LA Public Library, and she mentioned how she's been searching old digitized LA articles about badass women through the library database. We asked her to search Winifred's name, thinking if we were lucky enough, there may be an article mentioning her prized goat rearing or something to that nature. Nope. Instead, we found 6 articles detailing how Winifred strangled her elderly mother in our house.
Oh,
Most likely our bedroom.
no.
Because she saw, quote, an evil spirit gleaming in her mother's eyes.
Uh-oh, Winifred.
Uh-huh. Fortunately, it doesn't seem our house is haunted, but still pretty shocking to discover a grisly murder took place here over 70 years ago. Also, if an evil gleam in her mother's eye was enough to drive Winifred to murder, I'm glad she didn't live long enough to see a lesbian couple buy her house from a drug dealer. That's why I say this one for last. I'm like, I'm glad she didn't see. Right. I'm glad she didn't live long enough to see a lesbian couple buy her house from a drug dealer. Anyways, did you hear that part?
The drug dealer, real estate agent. I love it. There's people hustle in LA, man.
It's probably one of those for sale by owner, and the guy's just like, "Can I just need to get rid of this place.
You can buy this house.
It's
I
haunted.
also got those really good cat mushrooms that people like. We're doing a little bit of ecstasy. It's a throwback.
Anyway, stay sexy and maybe check if your house is the site of a murder before you buy M&L.
M&L. Congratulations on your haunted house.
Sounds fucking rad. Can you invite us over for pre-show cocktails when this COVID is over?
I mean, I feel like you maybe make friends with a Catholic priest, if only for the blessing ceremony ritual. You know, it's up to you. But I think if they already haven't gotten bad vibes, I think they're in the clear.
I mean, 100-year-old house. You don't know what else has been going on. I mean, what did the drug dealer do there? You know, is he or she, I don't want to be sexist, haunting it? We don't know.
Yes. The drug dealer for making his investments and interest what's that called? Divesting.
Yeah.
You know, he's not completely just depending like a crutch on cocaine.
Right.
He's also selling homes.
Diversifying. Is that what you said?
Diversifying.
Yeah. Diversifying his portfolio.
That's right. Yeah.
Send us your stories of haunted houses and fucking drug dealers and fucking...
Tell us a story about a drug dealer getting out of the business.
Yeah.
That's fun for COVID.
Yeah.
Something uplifting.
Were you a drug dealer? How did you get out of it? And like, tell us how great your life is now that, and you can inspire other drug dealers to...
That's right.
Get your life.
Or you can be like, I made a parallel move into Amway, and it's pretty much the same thing.
Or did drug dealing save your life? We don't know.
Please. Keep it together. Especially not during COVID. You don't want, after everything else that's going on, you don't want to be addicted to some terrible drug.
No, not at all.
It's hard enough.
It is.
Don't go looking for problems. You already have plenty. As my sister likes to say to me time and again.
I love it.
Stay sexy.
And don't get murdered.
Goodbye.
Elvis, you want a cookie?
This may surprise you, but clothes that feel good and look good don't have to be mutually exclusive.
Designs that make you feel as good as you look is what Hill House is known for.
Hill House Home invented the viral nap dress.
Hill House makes fun, versatile fashion that elevates your look. I now own 3 nap dresses. I love them. They're so comfy and cute. Pockets for days.
For days.
You know? Get 15% off your first order of $100 or more at hillhousehome.com with code MFM15.
That's MFM15 for 15% off at hillhousehome.com.
Goodbye.
If audiobooks are your thing, or if you've been meaning to listen to more of them, you should check out a podcast called Earsay, the Audible and iHeart Audiobook Club, hosted by Cal Penn.
Each episode spotlights standout audiobooks on Audible across all kinds of genres: sci-fi, comedy, romance, thrillers, and more, with Cal talking to guests who help break down what makes each story worth listening to.
It's a fun, easy way to discover your next great audiobook.
Check out Earsay on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Goodbye.
The best time to think about home security is before you need it.
That's exactly why there's Simply Safe.
Traditional home security only alerts you after a break-in has already happened, and that's too late. Simply Safe is changing that.
Simply Safe's US-based live agents identify threats on your property and help deter them so intruders never get to your house.
The system is customizable so you can build one that fits your home and your specific needs.
The 24/7 professional monitoring is effective and affordable and won't lock you into a long-term contract.
I think that's what's so scary for so many people is that long-term contract. And like, what if it turns out you don't like it or need it, but they don't have that because they know you'll like it and you'll know that you need it and feel so much safer when you have it. Like at this point in my life, I would never go without a security system on my house. I just feel safer with actually having Simply Safe around.
There's a whole staff at Simply Safe that's waiting to talk to you and help you out. Right now, you can get 50% off your new system by visiting simplysafe.com/MFM.
That's half off at simplysafe.com/MFM.
There's no safe like Simply Safe.
Goodbye.